Hello and welcome. I'm Paterno Makel and this is your 6 p.m. wrap. One of the police involved in the alleged shootout with slain Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa Sr. called the scene of the crime operatives before cops could even enter the jail where Espinosa was detained. Espinosa allegedly fired back at police serving him a search warrant Saturday. During the Senate probe on the killing of Espinosa, Region 8 Chief Elmer Beltejar says one cop called the regional police to request for a SOCO unit at 3:38 a.m. But sacked CIDG Region 8 head Marvin Marcos says the operating team was able to enter the jail premises at 4:30 a.m. Espinosa was among the first local chief executives to surrender to police after he was linked to illegal drugs. Still on the Senate probe, Senator Manny Pacquiao says it didn't make sense to serve a search warrant on Espinosa who was already in jail. Pacquiao says, quote, "It's the first time I heard that somebody is getting a search warrant for somebody already in prison. Anytime you could talk to the warden or to the one in charge there without any search warrant. Right then and there, conduct a surprise visit." Pacquiao adds, quote, "Search warrant is only applicable for those who have the right to privacy. You have to be at home. But in prison, there is no privacy. They belong to the government property." Actor and Ormoc City Mayor Richard Gomez dismisses as, quote, "ridiculous and outright laughable" the allegation of a police officer that he was involved in the illegal drug trade. Chief Inspector Leo Laraga, who led the implementation of the search warrant against slain Albuera Mayor Rolando Espinosa Sr., says Espinosa named Gomez as one of the local chief executives involved in his son Kerwin's illegal drug operations. Gomez says, quote, "That is ridiculous and outright laughable. I will not even dignify that with an answer. They shouldn't drag me into their circus." The actor turned mayor says he didn't know the Espinosas. Gomez says, quote, "I don't know them and their political leanings. I have never met them and have never spoken to them." Construction work on the gravesite of Ferdinand Marcos at the Hero Cemetery resumes, a day after the Supreme Court ruled no law bars Marcos from being granted a hero's burial. The Marcos family has yet to coordinate with the military for the date of the burial and other preparations. Security at Valibingan was also intensified to prevent vandalism of the gravesite. Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana instructed the Army in August to begin preparations for the hero's burial. But the Marcoses took over the work and expenses because their plans for the gravesite exceeded the military budget. A large number of women voters helped put Donald Trump in the White House despite sex assault allegations, fat-shaming a former beauty queen, and his controversial abortion stand. Defeated presidential candidate Hillary Clinton clinched 54% of the female vote, but Trump was backed by 42% of women voters. According to a CNN exit poll, some 53% of white women voters supported Trump. The results appended predictions that sexist and degrading comments Trump made against women would sway female voters in favor of Clinton. Angelina Jolie releases a statement after news that her estranged husband Brad Pitt was cleared of child abuse allegations. Los Angeles authorities earlier cleared Pitt of the allegations. Reports in September said Pitt screamed and got physical with his son Maddox on a private plane, which is believed to be one of the reasons Jolie filed for divorce. Jolie's representative says, quote, "Angelina said from the beginning that she felt she had to take action for the health of the family and is relieved that after their 8-week involvement, the DCFS is now satisfied safeguards are in place that will allow the children to heal." Jolie's representative also confirms that a legal agreement is in place between the two parties. Angelina has primary custody of all the children, while Pitt has visitation rights. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Watch our updates daily at 12 noon and 6 p.m. I'm Paterno Makel. Remember, tomorrow begins today.